You meditate, it's okay. 如果你们还打坐得很好，继续入定没问题。I'm sorry I didn't come before. I had trouble. All of you guys all right? No problem? No sickness of any kind? No? Except, a little cold sometimes, or coughing because of the cold. You have no stomach problem? The food is good? Huh? Healthy, it's fine. Funny, you're all healthy. I want to know who made the cucumber salad this morning for my breakfast. I've been sick all morning. I couldn't come down because I was so sick. I took medicine and still didn't feel better. I'm trying to control my sickness right now. I don't look sick, but I still am. I just hope it stops for a while so that I can stay with you. Any questions? Babies? Any more last questions? From the white flakes, snowflakes? Oh, what is that? Oh, thank you. I forgot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have forgotten. Too busy being sick. Oh. I have told you to wash the raw vegetables very carefully and soak them in salt water for like 5 minutes. Yeah? To avoid any possible viruses, bacteria, as well as the insecticides, you call it? Pesticides? The spray? Huh? Pesticide? Okay. But sometimes you forget or something. I guess it's my sensitive stomach. Oh, I am sensitive to karma. Huh? No, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. Maybe. Possible. I don't care anymore. What's the difference whether I'm sick because of myself or because of you? We are all one. So what's the difference, right? Are you guys okay, huh? You really like retreat, huh? I think. Yes. Oh. Huh? You really do, huh? Việt Nam hả? Vietnamese? Hả? Yeah, Âu Lạc. Mấy đồng chí có muốn hỏi gì không? Có muốn lộn xộn cách mạng không hả? Vậy là tốt. Oh, I'm okay. Just passing by cloud. Yeah. I'm very strong. It's just passing by cloud. I'm always springtime. So we're a little cloud sometimes. There's always spring. Eternal spring. Oh yeah, tell me something. Which country? There's a Hungarian. Where is he? Forgot. The Hungarian from yesterday. Are you still there? Yes. No, you are the one who talked about the retreat. Yeah, I have no problem with your country about visa, right? How about the Taiwanese and Chinese?
Before we come here, we looking for this visa problem.
Yeah.
And they can get visa, no problem.
They can.
Person who come from other country, for example, Poland, and they have a Chinese visa or Âu Lạc visa, they can come also. And this is a vegetarian meeting there, and for that reason we can get a lot of visa, no problem.
Ah, we got vegan visas. Yeah. Good excuse, huh? This is cool. It's cool. Well, I'm still considering your proposal, yeah? Thank you very much. Anytime you give me some request for a retreat or lecture, you give us also more information about your country, please. That would help, yeah? Like who needs a visa when? Yeah. I love the countries that have landing visas. Yeah, I love those countries. Even Cambodia, we went there because they have landing visas, yeah. Which is good, you know. It's convenient for everybody. And if the person is suspicious or no good, they can always be kicked out from the airport, you know. Yeah, really, because nobody can go through the airport if the customs there don't let them. So what's the problem? Because requesting a visa in advance is very inconvenient for many people. They are busy, yeah. So like us, we don't just have one country to go. We have many countries. And if every country needs to wait for a visa for 2-3 weeks, it's very inconvenient for a lot of brothers and sisters. I don't approve of these kinds of countries nowadays anymore. I might approve if your country has war, yeah? Has a lot of problems with criminals or things like that. But if your country is prosperous and doesn't have much population and it's very civilized and very well controlled, I don't approve. I don't see any excuse, for example, for Australia. I don't see any excuse. Yeah, I really don't. I can't find any excuse. I mean, maybe, okay, suppose like Hungary or any country, suppose for some trouble country, because they also restrict their own citizens, and they probably request your country to restrict them also, yeah? Not giving their citizens a visa. Those are trouble countries, you know. Or maybe they have war, or maybe Taiwan, for example, because their status maybe is not very defined at the moment, yeah? So some countries are reluctant to give them visas because they don't know, you know, what to do with Taiwan, for example. If it's just a special, very, very special case, a very special citizen due to their country's problem or their country's status, okay, I understand. But restrictions for the British, for Americans, for Canadians, this is nonsense. You understand? We British people or Americans don't try to go to Australia to make a fortune or sleep there. We're just passing by a few days and they make so much trouble. I don't approve. I don't feel like going to such a country, yeah? If they're too good for us, we humbly stay away. We don't want to go to such a too good country. We're not up to it. That's what I mean, yeah? So the brothers and sisters in Australia, please understand and forgive me, huh? I have very good reason to be humble, to humbly decline your invitation. Okay, all right, but Hungary, I have no problem, that I know, huh?
No.
But they can have visa, right? The
Yes,
Taiwanese,
yes.
That's okay. It's all right if we go to only one country, you know, at that time. Then the brothers and sisters have a lot of time to apply, yeah. And they can run around from one embassy to another for fun. Since they have nothing else to do except a big work to take care, money to earn, big family to, to take care and a lot of responsibilities and nothing else they can do. And except they have to meditate for 2.5 hours a day and go to group meditation. Yeah, they are really free, have a lot of time. So they can mess about with all this paperwork. Yeah, that's what I hate. Paperwork. Unnecessary paperwork. If we go to only one country at a time, it's not so much inconvenience. We can do it. But still, I can't understand any country that's so unfriendly to anybody at all. You know, not to a special citizen because of their special circumstances, but to anybody at all. Yeah. There was a practitioner before, actually a saint. It's a Jewish story. Yeah. He was very enlightened indeed. And he thought it was okay. He contacted God all the time and he could talk to God. But then at a certain time in his life, God never appeared, never came to his house anymore. And one day he was so desperate to talk to God again, and that he really tried all means to get God back into his house again. So he begged him, he said, even if I have done some great mistake or any sin at all, please just appear one more time to tell me what did I do and what can I do to have you back in my house again. So God appeared to him, kind of last time. He said, yeah, you don't let anybody else into your house. So I thought, you don't want anybody, including me. That's why I don't come in. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Any country that is developed enough should understand that all of mankind are God incarnate, God manifested. Yeah, except some troublemakers one now and again. That we all know. Of course, there are some crazy gods also, I admit. But to bar everybody, and to make such trouble for nothing, I don't think a civilized country should adopt this kind of attitude. Yeah. Okay, anyhow. Maybe we can go to Hungary, or maybe not. I don't know. At the moment, I'm very tired, so I can't even think about anything. And not only tired, it's just after lecture, It's the wrong time to ask me, It's the wrong time to ask. It seems too much, yeah. But after a while, maybe I think about it. Also, it's very funny for me now. I'm struggling, between to be or not to be. To do or not to do. On one hand, I'm so clear that all of you are God and Buddha. There's no doubt about it at all. And I have much difficulty trying to teach you anything. Because to me, it seems funny that I should teach any God at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, to me, except when you really bug me and cloud my vision and drag my wisdom into somewhere down there, I always am very aware that you have everything you need, that you are exactly where you should be, and that you are the person you should be, exactly the way you are right now. So you have no problem trying to change yourself or doing anything. You have no problem learning anything or knowing anything, because you have everything inside you. That's what I'm clearly aware of. And that's why sometimes it's very difficult for me to bring myself into a teacher position, to tell myself that you really need my answer, you really need me, you really need that, you really need this. It's very difficult for me to try to convince myself that way, although you make me believe sometimes. Yeah. On one hand, I answer you. On the other hand, I laugh within myself and say, look at all these stupid Buddhas. I don't look down upon you to laugh like that. I think how amazing that they look outside all the time and they forget to look within themselves. They're so great in there. They know everything. They don't need anything. They're absolutely perfect and happy. They are strong enough to withstand any obstacle in this world. They're strong enough to laugh at problems, and they're strong enough to even not to feel the suffering. Why they keep looking outside for any solution? Do you understand what I say?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not that I'm lazy. I'm just struggling between to be a Buddha or not to be a Buddha with you. Yes. Do you understand this? Do you have this feeling sometimes? No? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, hang on to that. Huh? hang on to that all-knowing, yeah, all sufficient, all perfect, and all wisdom, and all contentment. That's what you are. Really, you don't need anything. All this suffering is really just playing. You don't care about that. You don't really suffer at all. Just the body and the mind. But still, you know it, and you don't bother about that. Really, you don't. Really, you don't care. I don't know why sometimes you choose to forget. You forget that you're really great. You really know everything, and that you're really self-sufficient, and that you really don't care whatever happens to this body and this physical environment. But you forget that, huh? Yeah. Never mind. It's also fun to forget, I guess. Yeah, huh? It's fun to forget. Play dumb for a while. Just like me, I'm playing dumb blonde for a change. When I went to the hairdressers, I said, hey, I need some disguise. Make me different, okay? He said, no, you look good. You look great with your dark hair. It's mysterious. It's exotic. It's oriental. It's sexy. I said, no. Why? I want to have different hair. He said, no. Dark hair is supposed to be for intelligent people. I said, I want to be a dumb blonde. Do you mind? I don't know where the story about dumb blondes came from. I guess they are not dumb. They are just easy. Yeah, they are not too complicated. Yeah, they don't try to think too much, and that's why they think they are dumb. I don't feel any dumber since my hair changed. So I guess you are not. There were some bad stories about blondes. Do you want to hear? It's on the internet. It's on the internet. There was a blonde lady, very beautiful and very lively, and she's very against dumb blonde jokes because a lot of people make jokes about dumb blonde, and she hates it so much. So she started a movement against dumb blonde jokes. Anytime, if any dumb blonde joke came up, she stand up, for her rights. So one day she was driving alone along a highway. Somewhere, in a car. And she looked to her right side of the highway. In the wheat field, there was a blonde girl sitting there on a boat. Yeah, in a wheat field. You know the story already? No, okay. So she was so mad. She opened the window and shouted to the person, hey you, whatever you try to make fun of the dumb blonde there, you be careful. If only I could swim over there, I'll give you help. You got it or not? No, yeah. On the boat. All right. Yeah, I don't know why all these jokes about blondes. They're okay. You have any more questions? What is the easiest country in Europe? Yeah, I wanted to ask you.
Actually, the many easy country there for the new
for visa, right? For everybody, yeah.
Maybe these new countries, because the EU, the European United, have made some difficulty because they are afraid that too many people come from these Asian countries and want to stay there. But these new countries, they are now open, more
welcome.
open. And later on they want to also join to European nations. Yeah. And that's why later on maybe come some difficulty, but right now everything is open.
So if you want to immigrate to Europe, it's the time. Hungary, for example. Yeah, right? Is that what you mean? New country, right?
Yeah, something. Yeah. Like Slovenia and these countries.
Yeah, a lot of countries still easy in Europe, huh? Those stronger countries, maybe already more established countries, may be difficult, but the later independent countries still have a lot of room. Yeah, it's not so bad.
And Master, one thing, before yesterday on Taiwanese brother that give a good idea. They explained that in Taipei they want to buy a school for meditation, and maybe this is also a good idea in Hungary. And maybe we can organic food school, the research institute, or some foundation like this.
And then we have a lot of rooms, a lot of toilets already. That's not bad. Not a bad idea.
So everybody's happy because for the country is also good.
Cool. Yeah. And organic research institute. Wow, how about that? Yeah, not bad, huh? Okay. You try to find out if that's possible.
Oh,
and some of our brothers and sisters probably like to do some research. I mean, they can eat and whatever organic vegan food comes, we can research very fast. Our group is qualified for researching vegan food. Yeah, that's good. Maybe possible, huh?
Yeah, we try to find out.
Okay. How about other countries? Indonesia. What?
There's so much island. You can choose it. Which one you want?
It's cool.
And the climate is already good for vegetarian.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your country was a little trouble.
This time.
Is it okay now?
Will be nice after that. You see, we have like a teenager period. You see.
Oh,
To
yes.
be democracy.
Now it's already adulthood. Yeah. Well, I'm glad for your country. It has become very much better.
I think 5 years or 10 years it will be.
It's already good now.
It will be paradise.
It's already good now. Yes.
Yeah.
I like your country very
Just
much.
one person is bad and then everything is going down. But I think many people, they have friendly and open. You don't have need visa. 3 months for free, right?
Oh.
For the Asian, all the Asian is 3 months for free.
Yes.
So you can just, even the European, maybe they don't need it.
Okay.
Actually.
I have to ask some of my psychics research.
Yeah, we have many psychic there.
Yeah. No, here. Anybody who has psychic power, raise your hand. Used to do like kind of hula hoop stuff. Raise your hand. Anybody here? Taiwan, 师兄，道场看看好吗？我背看看。Huh? It is fun. It's fun. I introduce you to my psychic group. Come here. 你们几个上来玩一玩。Come here. So, okay. I tell you what. I don't want to be responsible for which country I should stay. So I'm going to ask these people if they see everything okay. If they say okay, I go. So I'm not responsible. So you don't ever blame me anything. And if you want to blame, it's them. Come here, 师兄，道场上来。Anybody else who's psychic, come here. Hey, let's play for fun. It's my birthday. Hey, 你们上来啊，几个？你们道场还有谁？那些宝贝888那些，快！上来表演一下看看，你们来上。还有你们的朋友一大堆，还有几个？以前那个当那个什么宝贝那些有没有？还有别的国家有站起来上来啊 ？Anybody else from other country? Please come here. We need a little consultation here. Come over here. Sit here. This is Taiwan only. Any other countries have psychics? Please come up. I'm serious. So sit here. 上坐这里。就是一个 Taoist， 那个也是 Taoist， 也是 Taoist， Chinese Taoist. Anyone from mainland China? Anyone from Indonesia? Anyone from Europe? Yeah? All of you who have boasted of power for future and past and whatever, come up here. That's it? My God. All of you have a lot of magical power. Huh? You don't have? Anyone who used to have magical power to see into the future and feng shui and all that, come up here. No, one of them is an architect. So the Chinese people, they love to ask about feng shui, so he has to know a little. And the other one, he stayed next to the great ghost lake all the time, and the ghosts tell him everything about what happened in the future. and then one of these elderly brothers, he's been studying all kinds of things for how long? 3 years? 3年吗？你学这些东西多久年？
忘记了。
他没有翻译啊，这个道长没有翻译，那给他一个，师兄。OK， 你们说，去红咖喱好，我是去那个印尼那边呢，啊。Anywhere else suggestion, just tell me, and I tell them right away, good or bad, and I'm not responsible at all. Yeah, they are one of you, okay? So don't ask me anything where I should go and what's good. These people have your fate in their hands. You better pray. Huh?
You can't change the future. It doesn't matter.
I know, but they believe in feng shui more than the future. 你们说看看啊，红咖喱、宋咖喱或是印尼，他说有很多岛都有听过了哈。那宋咖喱他说现在地很便宜，还可以弄水烧能够住很久啊。两个都一样，两个都可以做一样。Now you wait and see, okay? The power of psychics. Welcome to the show. Sure. These people are very famous in Taiwan, you know. A lot of people go to them when looking for wife and husband who disappear. Very powerful in Taiwan, you know, manipulating the whole political and economic situation in Taiwan. Giờ đã hết những ngày đầy giông bão. 有没有别的可以上来玩一玩呢？ Anybody else who likes to play around? Come here. Oh, who went to study Tibetan Tantra or something like that? No. You study with so many teachers in school, you should know better than I do. Yeah, 说，有没有讲啦？听不啦？道长，你解释给他听。
要去匈牙利好，还是要去印尼好的
？Okay, quiet. They have to concentrate and calculate it.
没得了。你不好啦。
No, one's gone. 你们说，不是一个3个一起讲。他说印尼不好，你们呢？啊，不好。
印尼我也感觉不好。
Okay, 3个都印尼不好了。3 of them say Indonesia no good. Okay, 匈牙利。Oh, that's even worse, I think. Vietnam's even worse. I don't think I could even go through the airport, even with blonde hair. They wouldn't recognize me even without hair.
Master.
Songyali?
Yes, if they say I'm hungry, okay, I give my blessing candy for Master to them.
They have more than you have. 他说：“如果你们说那个匈牙利好，他会把全部那个加食物给你们，贿赂 blackmail。”
对不起，我对匈牙利没有概念，我不知道。
不想得罪人啊，你呢？没概念，不好。
还没有去过，不知道。
没听过，没去过。那个欧洲啊，没去过也会知道啊。你不是说有神通可以看吗？今天说不好，然后你看这今天神通睡觉了啊。
我没有概念。
Okay, about Hungary, one say he has no clue, the other two say no good, so majority also say no good. Hungary is no good. Not meaning no good country, just no good for us.
South Africa.
South Africa, hey, Nam Phi, Cape Town. Okay, you can ask any country. If they say yes, it's yes. They say no, it's no. I have no idea. 南非呢？等一下。南非。
南非那个地方，在这个弘法观音法门是很好，但是买一个地在那边做一个很大的道场，不好管理。
为什么不好管理？太多那个贫穷的，是不是？比较乱。
就好像要以我们的水准要盖成我们的水平的话，在那边并不是不好。
为什么？我们没什么水平啊，对不起。是这样啊。
那短时间在那边
可以，
就那是好。
你呢？
意见差不多。
同意。同意，哎呀，太简单了，一个人讲，两个人同意。One person's verdict and three of them voted for him. Oh, they work together. 啊？
越简单越边聊的好。
什么？
越简单越边聊。
越简单越
边聊。
那他的意思是说，讲的简单就比较清楚了解了。就很简单的回答，就是答案的。
He say that in Africa, for short term, okay. For long term, it's not very ideal because the people there might be not disciplined enough to cooperate with our standard of operation.
韩国这边。少法有没有？韩国这边比较好。
韩国这边吧，那你在这边韩国的时候，你吃太多人参了，所以才这样讲。他们会录你了，多少了啊？你拿多少包人参？你跟我讲。You don't have any translation? Why is that? You should have, no? Every one of you has translation machine or not? He say in Korea it's not so bad here. We should look for a place in Korea is comparably is a little better than those we had mentioned before. No, not yet, not yet. No. And then I asked him how many boxes of ginseng has he's taken from the Korean disciples so far. And along with the boxes of ginseng, they have written this kind of information, and he just learned by heart, and he just he loves ginseng. You know, that's his weakness. All the Chinese people worship ginseng, so it's not a surprise to me that all the Chinese like Korea. And yeah, 你们觉得呢？韩国 OK 哈？两个？
目前这两个国家来比，是韩国是比较好。
哪两个国家来？
印尼还有那个
匈牙利，
还有南非，
对，
来比较的话，是韩国比较好。
我有这样讲，在这里吗？我是去那个岛那边，去岛那边是温暖了，不过太孤独哈。Okay, he just say that compared to other, this one is better. 你们能不能看看哪一个国家是最好的？目前对我们最好的，自己看，有没有人会看啊？Anybody who can look into the whole planet and find out one spot for us, please raise your hand and come up here. They have told me some country, but I didn't believe it.
I think Australia.
哪一个国比较？Be quiet, okay? They have to look, have to look into the future.
槟城啊，
自己看了，不用看别人了。OK， 好了没有？看那么久，看完了吗？还没？对不起，对不起。They have not looked enough yet. I really don't laugh. Be quiet. You have to respect the job. Give them some supporting power. Yeah, sure. Support doesn't mean clapping inside.
也不是很好嘞。
没什么
在亚洲看起来是那个什么新加坡最亮。
是最好。还有呢？道长呢？还没。好了吗？哪个？
泰国吗？可以。
泰国可以。OK。我是两个国家都同意，我是同意。
应该现在这样算起来，以我们来讲，已经是最好的。
这个地方
不是，就是以我们现在所有的活动的情况，
就已经够好了，
就已经是最好了。那可能还是要有一点时间，它自然会变得
更好，
达到我们的目的。那有一个地方才会成为一个最大的中心。
哪一个还不知道？
还不知道，但是目前来讲，应该是最好的。
对的，
不用再
找了，
太费心了。
对，
太用力的话，
不自然，花很多时间。很多钱。Okay, you hear it? No, too bad. Nothing new. One say Thailand is good, and the other say Singapore is good. I also agree. These two countries, they're more accepting. Yeah, but they are good and bad in different ways. Yeah. Of course, I can stay in Thailand, I can stay in Singapore, but then it depends. And then the third one took longer time. He said, at the moment, everything's okay the way it is. We have enough places, and it's just okay the way it is. No need to make too much effort and looking around for any best place. And in the future, whatever best will come out, then we know. I also agree. Yeah. Now you know, huh? It's not that I don't want to go to your country, huh? It's a 风水不好. No, it's just you have to look into the political, and economic situation of your country, and then you know. Also, religious background. It's not that every country doesn't have land. Land is not a problem. It's the people, it's the politicians, it's the religious leaders, all kinds of things. Just like always. The one who preach the truth, the real things. They are having more difficulty than the one who just repeating whatever left over from the rest. Yeah. Even if I were just an ordinary nun or monk or anybody, I could go anywhere. I have as big a land as I want. And all I do is just open the Bible or the Buddhist scripture and read it. And then we have all peace and quiet. There's no problem. It's just because we don't conform to all this ritual and traditions. We're here to know ourselves, to know God. And that stirs up problems within this planet among the people who are not ready to hear. You cannot imagine how blind people can be, huh? How blind. Such obvious things and don't understand. Yeah. If I go to your country for a while, like 1 week, 2 weeks, or 2-3 months, it's probably no problem. But if I stay long, then it's different. Yeah? Very different. Because the positive power will be stirred up, and then the negative power will feel disturbed. And then both of them will have some struggle, and that's how things would begin to be a little bit unpleasant. And a little, and then more, depending on the country. We are very surprised to find that many so-called very powerful and civilized countries are not always developed in spiritual understanding. Yeah? You know it yourself. So please do not make it harder for me by asking me to go to your country alone or stay somewhere longer and make an established place. I would very much like to. I very much like to. Believe me, I like it more than all of you do. Yeah. So I don't have to run around. People can come to me and all that. It's easier for me too. I also don't like traveling as much as you do. Yeah. I really hate traveling. I don't love exercise that much. This is the way it was arranged. It looks very easy from your point of view, because it's your country and you are just an ordinary person. You don't do anything to stir up any trouble. You can spread the teachings to a few friends and neighbors and give the flyers. You're not the responsible person, so you don't feel the pressure. Yeah, you do sometimes. Even then, some people give you trouble. Yeah. Last time I was invited to Taiwan in the research institute just to give a short speech, like 2 hours, answer their questions and all that. And still the organizer has so much pressure from many different departments. Keep calling them, questioning them and threatening them and pressuring them and all kinds of things as to why they invited me precisely. They could invite anybody else, no questions. Because I was not the only one who was invited there. It would be too bad for them if they invited me alone. They would be in trouble, I guess. So they invited many people, at least 6 or 7 of them. I was one of them only, and the others didn't have problems. Only my invitation posed a lot of questions and stirred up a lot of excitement among the people, the political and the religious in there. And I don't know why either. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I don't know what I have done. And I don't know what I did that provoked so much excitement and questions among them and put pressure on the inviter, the host. Can you imagine why? Huh?
Because you are too famous.
Sorry?
Because you are too famous.
I'm too famous. They
Yes.
are also famous. Huh? I think the truth. Yeah.
People getting better, educated, they will lose their power.
They will go.
They know that they doing bad.
Probably also. Yeah. Probably. You're right. All of you are right. But I still don't understand. Yeah. What I mean is I don't understand how we, as a Buddha, as God, could choose to be so blind, so illogical, just to play the fool. But that's the way it is, I guess, the way of creation. There must be two forces existing at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Well, like that's also good for me. Means I have less work to do, so it's also okay. It's a protection in disguise, you know. If it was so easy, everybody would invite me every week, every month, and I will be, having no time at all for you, even, to take care of the ones who are already initiated. Yeah. It's not only initiation; we also have to take care, follow up, Yeah. So I have more time, and so we can have retreats and talk nonsense together, have fun, and be friends. Yeah. Recently, anything new? Anything nice that you want to tell me? Any nice idea besides the school? The school is a good idea. The hotel is also a good idea. I was thinking before, long ago, I was thinking maybe we buy a hotel and just manage like a hotel and everybody can come in anytime. I was thinking like that. Yeah. But then we have to know how to pay taxes and all that stuff. And we need really good staff, a good accountant and all that. I'm kind of scared. Anything to do with a lot of money and paperwork, and taxes and all that, I'm scared. I'm scared we might forget to pay or we don't know how to pay and then... Yeah. But I think it's okay for now, huh? Yeah. It's just, I guess, many of you like to have a special place like Melly before, so I'm there and you can come anytime. I guess it's nice to have that idea also, huh? How do other people do it? How do other masters do it? How do they... Suppose, for example, they teach the same method. How do they do that? They stay in their country, huh? I guess, huh? Like India, huh? India is more peaceful, huh? Or not? Nepal? Eh? Nepal? Nepal, Wang Chin?
Nepal people feel so much love for you, Mother. Even the child.
They do. Yeah. But everywhere they feel so much love. That I must say. Oh, in Nepal we had almost 700 people initiated. Just one night. And that's very big compared to other countries.
260.
260.
There was a lecture, 2,500, more than...
That's a lot, 10%.
The 260 and 500 convenient method.
500 convenient method, yeah. That's a lot. Nepal is a very funny country. It's very friendly. The day of my lecture, there was a big demonstration outside on the street next to the lecture hall. They were running around in that area. And there were thousands of people. They were demonstrating against some policy of the government or something. I had not really a very clear idea. And after they demonstrated, they all came to the lecture hall. They threw away their banners and folded their flags and then just queued in front of the lecture hall demanding to come in. The police were scared, didn't let them in. And they just stood there, they say, we don't leave until we hear the master speak. So they just stood out there. Many thousands of them stood outside. And we had no equipment for them because the hall inside was already full to capacity. 4,000 more or 5,000, we had no place for them, but they were still standing there. That was a very adamant country. They're very good. Yeah, but that country is already a Buddhist country, The majority are Buddhists. There's some Hindus and some Muslims. But all of them, even the Muslims, the Hindus, they were all standing out there. And the police wanted them to go home. They say, you've done your job, you have demonstrated, now it's time to go home. They say, no, we came here to listen to Master. Yeah, they say, we don't leave until we hear her speak. That was outside. And inside was also very exciting and very loving. It's a very good country. 你们觉得呢？不知道，道场呢？
难找，
难找是什么意思？难讲，
很难找。
能找什么？找地。地是不难啦，稳定是比较，有钱就 OK 了。那你怎么说难找呢？
难找就是大气很麻烦。
太偏僻了。
对啊。
He say that country is too remote, difficult to go there. Yeah. Well, every country has some problem, huh? How about Vietnam? The least problem, huh? The least problem, huh? Yeah. You don't know. The people everywhere are okay. In most of the places, any country, the people are okay, except the fanatics, yeah? But the majority of people in any country are very friendly to us, and they welcome us everywhere. You can see that. Doesn't matter which country, be it Jerusalem or Nepal or India or America or anywhere, Australia, New Zealand even. You see how nice people have been to us everywhere. They accept immediately because their soul knows that. It's just the political situation of that country or the religious situation of that country that poses a problem for our long-term residents. That's all. Not about the people. So in order to help people, I just have to go from one to another. That's enough. No need to stay anywhere. And you have to run around with me. Okay?
We can collect money and then buy a land and then create a country. And then all the people who want to come in this country must be vegetarian.
We like that idea. Yeah, combine island in Indonesia and start asking for trouble. It takes a long time to establish a country. Yeah, to be recognized. This is not that easy. And once you say to the United Nations that you are from Supreme Master Ching Hai, you are vegan. They don't even want to talk to you, I don't think. I don't know. They like politics together. I don't know if they would even endorse, a country that is vegan and has practitioners and all that. It's not easy, okay? Maybe you should take a post in the United Nations, the deciding panel, and then we talk about it. To have a nation, you must be endorsed by the United Nations and maybe 6 or 7 countries. Am I right or not? Anybody knows? They don't know that? I heard like that. Something like that. And there's, I don't know how much demand. Why don't you find out and tell me? Huh? Find out and then tell me.
Maybe we can demand to UNESCO.
Huh?
You can ask to UNESCO to have authorization.
Oh, you do that. Huh? Yeah.
If all the disciples.
Yeah, why not? Find out about it, okay? Find out what's the conditions. How much money, for example. Maybe you have to pay something, I don't know. Yeah?
If you have the signatures of all the disciples and to write a letter to UNESCO, for example.
We can try that. Just make yourself more famous and draw more attention. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. It's better to be quiet, okay? It's better like this. It's better. I'm going everywhere. Easier. Once I am the head of the nation, where do I run? Once I am the king of one country, I can't go anywhere. It will be even worse than now. You don't know, I have a lot of inconveniences because I have to go quietly everywhere. I'm not like you can go anywhere. You get visa anywhere, show yourself anywhere. Yeah? I have to be more quiet. In order to serve you, I sometimes have to do everything alone, go alone like a very, very poor and helpless person. Without attendance, without anyone to help even. I have to carry all my luggage alone and go quietly, buy my own ticket. and do everything. Book ticket and check out, check in hotel, and then check out, check in airplane, and run with the airplane, whatever. I have to do everything very quietly in order to be here or to be anywhere. It's not the way you imagine. I cannot be too obvious. Yeah, up to now. I go everywhere incognito, anonymous. There's so many things I cannot tell you. Just believe me that I'm like a spy on this planet. You seen James Bond films? Okay. Imagine. I have to do 100 times more than he does. And many things I cannot disclose. Yeah? I cannot go anywhere and tell him, here, I'm Supreme Master Ching-Hai, look at me. Give me a visa, give me this, give me that. No. I have to do it very, very quietly. You see, I have to even have my hair like this so I can slip through quickly. You don't know. You don't know what I do. All the glories and love you have for me, I have to hide it in my pocket wherever I travel. You understand? Only when I'm with you here, I'm open and free. Yeah? I let my hair down and I do anything with you, and you know me. You see my face. When I go alone, I almost have to wear the mask. Never mind. I cannot tell you all the things I do because it is confidential. Nothing bad. It's just some like spy tricks. You have to apply some certain fashion of traveling in order to go anonymously, not to stir up any attention. I cannot tell you everything. Why I can't do this, I can't do that. I am sorry. I cannot disclose everything. Maybe I will write a book after I die, you publish it, and you know everything. But not right now. Right now, I keep all the methods to myself. You see all the masters who do things openly, and everybody knows their whereabouts. You think they live long? You see, even just not really a master, even a teacher who is famous in America or elsewhere. You think they leave them alone? Either they might not kill them, but they forbid them to go here, go there. They can't go anywhere. Not to too many countries. They might go once, so then they can't go again. Things like that. I'm very lucky to have made it up to now. Every country that we want to go, I go. I consider I'm very lucky, and this is God's blessing. Some teachers I know and so-called masters, even the Indian master you mentioned, yeah, he cannot just go anywhere. He'll be stopped at the airport, deported back home, forbidden to go in many certain countries. He can make it only once or twice, but can't make it again. So you are very lucky that you can see me in every country, everywhere. I say, okay, I just go. But I can't just go the way they go. I can't just go, with trumpets and drum and with you behind proclaiming my name in all corners of the universe, Sometimes very funny. You don't know. Sometimes you encounter me on the street, but you did not see me at all. I just passed through. It's amazing. I remember one day I was in Portugal, yeah? And I was sitting in a taxi, all alone, behind, in the back. And there was a sister on the street. She was distributing pamphlets, flyers. And the taxi stopped in front of the red light. I was so scared as she see me. But she did. She put the flyer through the through the taxi. Yeah, she gave me one. And the taxi stopped there for 2 agonizing minutes because of the red light. Oh, it seemed like 2 minutes or 2 years. I don't know, I can't remember. And she did give me a flyer and one to the taxi driver. Yeah. And one time I went to the supermarket, tried to buy something for myself. In another country, I forgot where. And one brother just stood right in front of the entrance of the supermarket and was giving the flyers. I was right in front of his nose, but he didn't see. So I just... I fly away, faster than the flyer. Yeah. Many times it was just close encounter of any kind. It was fun, It was fun. And sometimes I go through the airport and some of the countries that I have been to many times, they recognize me. But they're still thinking, they're shaking their heads and knitting their brows and scratching their hair and thinking, no. Luckily, the posters don't always look like me. In one country, we couldn't do anything there because at the end, they were like persecuting our disciples and everybody ran everywhere hiding. It was terrible. They even applied some very, very uncivilized method, suffering. So a lot of people run around, and they didn't even tell me anything because I promised to come, so I had to come. I came late because in Israel they turn all my lipsticks upside down, inside out, and look with a microscope, see whatever I put in my lipstick there. And I have hundreds of them. Not really, but everything, they turn everything upside down to look, see what I carry. Come in, no problem. Coming out, there was some windstorm somewhere, I don't know, they check everything. Just check us, me and the 2 attendants. So from then on, I know I don't need to take any attendants because if they check me alone, it's quicker. Check 3, it's too much trouble. So I don't bring people anymore. Yeah, bring 1, you have 1 problem. Bring 2, you have double problem. If just bring 1, even just bring 1. His passport is different from mine, and the visa problem already loom very large. For example, sometimes I bring 1 or 2, but then they go with me, and then they're stuck somewhere else, and I have to go alone anyway. See what I mean? Because of visa. Sometimes the agency doesn't know that this and this nationality need visa or not. They say, no need, just go. A landing visa, everybody's time at the airport. But it's not true always. And sometimes because of holidays and so the embassy is closed, we can't get a visa immediately anywhere else, blah, blah. Anyhow, so in Israel, they checked for a long time. Yeah, everybody else went already. All the disciples were gone except me and the 2 attendants. So anyway, finally, they let us go, but I was late. And it was good that I was late because all the police and everybody was waiting for me at the airport. Anyway, because I came late, they thought I didn't come, so nobody checked me. But one customs inspector, he looked at me, looked at my luggage, and I say, huh? I think you look like the Supreme Master Ching Hai. I said, everybody said that. I say, I hear that all the time. So he didn't think of anything. He gave me a stamp, and then I went. And after I left for long distance, I blow a kiss to him. And then he said, you are you are the master. I ran already to the taxi. Yeah, and then I went there, but then I couldn't see anybody because the police were everywhere. Wherever I was supposed to be, they posted like an army around there. And then I went there because I didn't know where else to go. I went to the supposed to be venue, even the second changed the venue. But even then they couldn't do anything because the police were everywhere. They didn't let us do it. At first it was okay, but later it was not okay. And sometimes it happened like that. It happened the same in Indonesia once. Yeah? So it's not always like 100%. It's mostly 99%. It's good enough already. Yeah. Anyhow, but I went there, fine. And then police were all over. But I walked through the police guard. I went in there. And I saw one or two disciples who were left there, but it was not really disciples, but disciples to be. And so they didn't know them. They probably staying there waiting for me, but trying to look like business people and talk. I didn't even know them. And then I kept asking people, there was supposed to be a meeting here. Where have they gone? All gone. And one disciple to be, he heard my voice and he came and whipped me right away into the taxi and said, "Don't talk right here, we go out. I take you to where they are, that's it." And then we just ran through the taxi and went in. And then the police stopped us in front of the gate and said, where are you all going? And we don't even speak. The taxi driver, before that I already gave him $100 tip, to do whatever my demand. He was very happy with the dollars, so he was happy with me. He's a Muslim. I had a Quran next to me, and I show him. I let him know, not showing him, but I let him know that I had the Quran, and I cover my head, and he was very happy with me. He thought I was his buddy, yeah. And the $100 helped a great deal, yeah. So we didn't speak anything, and I covered my head a little and had my hands on the Quran. And the taxi driver talk something to the policeman, because the police wanted to stop us and wanted all of us to go out of the car to check. But the driver told him something, and then they let him go. He kept looking at me all the time, the police. And then, but the driver talked to him, and later one of the initiates to be, he understood. He told me that just now the driver told the police that we are Japanese. Japanese business people. We are looking for a business friend in another hotel. We are in a hurry, so better let us go. We are very important Japanese business people. Yeah, okay, so we just left. I didn't tell a lie. It was driver who said. I didn't say anything. Yeah, and then I went in, and of course I just saw one or two of them, and I couldn't see the rest. They told me the police were in front of the hotel. So I had to go and check in another hotel. But then later, they seemed to know us. They follow me everywhere. So I just checked in, paid the money, went out in a taxi. 5 minutes later, I returned with the same taxi and took all the luggage and ran out. I didn't even sleep in that hotel. And then I had to run and went out of the country right away, because I seemed to send some police around at that time. So we went to the airport. But at the same airport, they didn't let me out. Yeah. So I had to use some of the female wisdom tricks, and then ask if there was another airport or not. And then one of them told me, yeah, about another international airport, bigger. Then I ran over there and booked a ticket to Italy, not to South Africa. If I went from there to Africa, at that time it's shorter. I already had a ticket. All of us had tickets, 3 of us. But I had to change my course. I had to pay more. I had to travel like more than 12 hours instead of only 4 hours, because I had to go on a different road. I had to go on the next valuable flight. We stayed all night in the airport. We couldn't sleep. We had to hide everywhere. Yeah, almost sitting in the bathroom all the time, or in the coffee shop with the head down, and drinking the same coffee again and again and again. Couldn't talk to anyone. We had to sit separately, so that they didn't look for 3 people. Separately. Yeah, so we were just waiting, and the time seemed to be so long. Yeah, you don't know. One of our initiates to be, it was just convenient method, but she helped us so much that the police took her in and fed her with water, drowned her in the bathroom and all that. You don't know what they still do in the 21st century. Even just a disciple to be. And then she still kept coming back helping us. That was why they jailed her 3 times. And interrogated and tortured her like that. It was terrible. So I didn't want to continue with the lecture there, because that might make trouble for many people. I just had to run. And then 2 of our messengers were stuck there because they couldn't go. They knew them. They couldn't go to the airport. So I had to call them, everywhere and tell them what to do to get out of that country. 2 of them. I said, you leave immediately. Go where, do what? Go to which country? He said, no, we have tickets to go there. I said, don't be silly, buy another ticket. They just didn't think. They were hanging around, didn't know what to do. So I had to tell them, you go buy another ticket, go to which country? Whichever country you have a free visa, just go right away. Because it's not easy. One is a Taiwanese, he cannot go to just any country. He had visa problem. Even I want to get him out, it's not that easy. So I had to rack my brain to tell him where to go. Then get to the next flight. And then they both went out. That is the story. Such a beautiful country that you like so much. Altogether, I stay there. Maybe just I stay in a hotel like 10 minutes. Just enough to wash my face, to go to the bathroom, blah, blah. Then we went out and then returned back in immediately. Not even sightseeing. Returned with the same car. Yeah, the good driver spoke some English. It was good. So I got out of the hotel right away. I explained nothing. I just said we have to move. We didn't even unpack. We just left it, took the luggage and went. I was prepared to leave the luggage there too, but some of my important documents were in there. So we had to go back. The attendance documents. Most of my things I keep with me, simple and quick. See, that's why sometimes taking more people is not advantageous for me. Even though it's good for me, they take care of my luggage because sometimes they're very heavy. If you open my luggage, everything is about work. It's nothing for me at all in there, but it's heavy. Everything is about work. An adapter for the telephone, and some emergency things, a switch knife and all that for emergency working. Sometimes I have to cut this and that, do this and that. All the, all the things that for work. Yeah. In case I don't see the people here, I can go on stage without having to call anybody and let them know where I live. Most of the time, when I go anywhere, they don't know where I live. You don't know where I live, right? No. Maybe if anybody knows, just one person. And sometimes I don't even let them go to my hotel. I make an appointment in some restaurant nearby. Yeah. And send somebody to pick up the luggage so they don't even know where I stay. It's better. If they don't know, they can tell lies. They don't have to say things if they don't know. Yeah? So I have to go under different circumstances in order to be with you or to do something that you demand. So please understand, if it's not the way you want all the time, or not the country that you want, or not the time that you want, and I don't appear the way you want. Yeah? Even the Kuan Yin messenger, he was not clever enough, he couldn't get out. So I had to call him from abroad and tell him what to do. And both of them got out in no time. But until they were out, I say, as soon as you have a ticket, you call me. And as soon as you land, call me again. Land in another country. Means I know they're safe. And call me. So we were always waiting. It was a very long time while we were waiting. I knew they could go, but I was afraid their ego could trick them doing something else and not listening to what I say. You see what I mean? Or in any different circumstance, they thought they knew better, and then they'd be in trouble. Yeah. So I had to follow them every step. So if I don't appear the way you want, don't mind, huh? As long as I'm here, it's the same person inside. Okay? Yes. Blonde or brunette, whatever. I went through Taiwan customs, nobody knew. Yeah, but I had to also hide behind another, one attendant. I hid behind him. Busy doing something. If I talk to them directly, they would recognize, hair or not. But it's good. Like this is quicker. I don't like stir up too much attention and too much alert, Yeah, it's like spy story, huh? It's just one of those stories that I tell you. There are many more. The 21st century still treat a spiritual practitioner that way. Can you imagine why they crucified Jesus, huh?
Yes.
Now you know it's possible, huh? Yes. It's not just a story, it's really true. Now they still do that. You know, they put her head in water. It's terrible. Oh my God, I couldn't bear it for many days, many weeks when I heard that. Of course I know everything is an illusion, but the way, humans treat each other is really disturbing to me. And the way people had to suffer, as if I had to suffer. It was incredible for me. I couldn't forget it for a long time. Yeah, I talk too much, huh? Oh my God! You should go to eat. Huh? Okay, go eat now. No, what do you mean no? I see you later. Huh? I see you later. Okay? This country is supposed to be a safe country already, It's not restricted or bad politics or anything. It's still like that. People can be very extremely fanatic about religion. What they don't understand, they crucify it. Okay, so now you understand me a little better, the way I look, why I do this and that, why I can't go here, go there, why I can't do what you want, and I cannot do the way you think you want, because you think in a very innocent way. You're pure and simple and very good in your heart, very holy in your heart. You cannot think of other human beings that are not that good, not that holy. Yeah? Sometimes they can be very cruel in their blindness. So in order to continue serving you, I and the Quantum messengers, have to do the way I think is best. Okay? Yeah. Even though it might not suit you, because you don't think, you cannot imagine anything. It's good so. You're secure, you're happy, you're peaceful, because the Master protects you. Yeah? The shoulders protect the citizens. The citizens feel safe and secure, but the shoulder cannot be safe and secure. Understand this? I am the shoulder, I'm your shoulder. So it's a different feeling, thinking, and doing things. Yeah? Yeah. Because you love peace and non-violence, you can't accuse the soldier who has to do different than what you do. In order to have peace for you, he has to do the things that are not peaceful sometimes, not the way you think. Yeah? I don't do that extreme stuff, but many things I do perhaps you don't understand. Anyway, everything I do is good, believe me. Nothing but goodness, okay? Nothing but good intentions and love. See you. See you later. Thanks for your love and understanding. See you later. You can sit here if you want. Huh?